Welcome to the channel. So for this project, there's going to be a lot of moving pieces. So I apologize for that, but this is something that younger me really wanted to do. Because, here's some backstory. I grew up, more like I was born in 2001. So I grew up on the typical things like Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Bakugan, Monsunos, stuff like that. So doing something like this has always been a dream, and I drew these things when I was about 12, not 12, more like 10, then I was 12, and then I added on to them when I was like 13. And my art wasn't the best at that time, but this logo was the best thing I did in this whole line back then. But yeah, but this line is based off of Yu-Gi-Oh, which if you've been here since the beginning or me coming back to YouTube, I have been a very big advocate for card games, mostly Yu-Gi-Oh, because I just fell in love with all those cartoons I grew up on. So my art style is cartoony and like a little bit of fun, but it's gotten to a point where I can draw almost anything, but it is in a cartoony style because I wanted my art style at the end of my whatever this happens to be, or whatever I do in the future, to match my personality, which is fun, exciting, and just wanting to enjoy life. So I don't do that realism stuff, but I can promise some pretty cool designs. As for the drawings, I will get into what they're based off of in the next part, or I think in the next part of this, when I show off the drawings, because I want this video to be like an introduction to me as a person, because they're all differently based off different things. But I do have a few rules if this stuff ever happens. If you see this video and you see, if this ever becomes popular at some point, if it does, if you do fan art, or if you want to do a redesign, which is going to be a big heavy emphasis in this series, redesigning my old heroes that I felt that made that really encapsulates what my childhood was like. At least credit me if you want to do that. But I know there's those who don't credit people, so if that's the case, I don't care. But if you feel like like crediting me, if you want to redo these designs or whatever the case may be, or if you want to introduce someone to this series or whatever because you think is interesting, that would be great. But all in all, I really want this series to do well, because if this does well and if you guys want more after this, or just in general, just, you know, if I can think of new ideas for this series, because I have a whole bunch of other series I can do with all my old art. I have over 100, maybe 200, 300 pieces of art just sitting in my room doing nothing. I can make a series out of almost all of it. But I just chose this series, like I said, because it encapsulates my childhood and what this really means to me. But with that being said, I'm gonna film these back to back, but I'm gonna post this one first. Hope you will enjoy the series. It's not gonna be heavy edited or just. This is gonna be me talking about things, doing things, just being in my childhood brain, in my child brain for a second in these videos. Nothing too serious. No, have no nothing but just fun. Just fun topics. That's it. If things do get serious, I'll rethink about that, but I really hope it doesn't, because I really do love this want to make this series happen. With that being said, thank you for watching. Like, comment, or subscribe if you would love to do so. And watch out part 2, which is going to be much longer than this. I just had to get this stuff off my head before I started this series. Thank you for watching.